Your Local 2 Weather Authority forecast.
Well, good morning. Meteorologist Chase Menendez here. Pretty clear conditions on the way, but a couple of clouds moving in right now, starting in Carlsbad, shipping off to the east. But once the sun comes up, those will start to mix out. Will lead to some pretty blue skies for this afternoon. Should be a pretty nice day ahead of us. Now, it's still going to be pretty dry. We're seeing a lot of changes over yesterday, but the dry air is still hanging around. Not going to be one of those changes. Still relative humidity numbers dropping off into the teens, but look to the south, no more single digits. So I guess that's kind of an uptrend. That's a little bit of good news. Our dew points on the pretty much staying the same as well. Seeing 20s across the way, 29 here in Fort Stockton, 25 in Big Spring. Not seeing an influx of moisture just yet, but by the time we get to the weekend, we'll start to see some cloud covers, start to see a little bit of moisture rolling in from the coast. But the good news, those wind speeds that we were seeing yesterday, those have all but died off. Already 8 miles an hour now in Odessa Midland, jumping up into the teens, but nothing we're not used to out here in West Texas. Even Guadalupe Pass here at 14 miles an hour, not really that big of a deal. But also notice the wind direction coming out of the northeast, transitioning to the southwest, and that's going to allow some of the cooler air to the north to filter into West Texas, giving us a little bit of help with that cool down. Now, we do have a cold front on the way, but these northerly winds are actually going to help us cool down, allow our high temperature to stay pretty nice, pretty reasonable for this afternoon. And we're already seeing a little bit of a cool down already this morning. We're down 12 degrees over this time yesterday in Odessa Midland. We're down 15 in Carlsbad. It looks like Guadalupe Pass's record station has been broken a little bit by those high winds that they saw yesterday, gusting over 72 miles per hour. Unbelievable wind speeds. But for us, just going to see some calm wind speeds, going to see some cooler temperatures today. 48 right now in Odessa Midland, 45 here in Marfa, usually in the 30s, usually a lot cooler than we see across West Texas. But for now, staying with the rest of us here, Guadalupe Pass at 43 as well. And if you look really closely, you can actually make out where that cold front is set up right here. 48 degrees in Odessa Midland on the warm side of that, 37 in Seminole on the cool side. So we're going to start to see those temperatures drop off into the 30s for tomorrow morning. But for today, our afternoon looking like it's going to be really nice. Yesterday's high temperature, 80 degrees, a lot closer to the record than it was to the normal there. 87 the record, normal 66. But for today, we're actually going to be a little bit below that normal. 63 degrees our forecast high, normal 66. And of course, that record set in 2006 is 89 degrees. But check out our lows. We're still on the way high side of average there, 47 degrees compared to 38. Tomorrow, that's going to change. We're going to see this cold front sweep through. It's going to drop our temperatures off to near freezing levels, but we're not quite going to get into that freezing range yet. Here's a look at that cold front there making its way through. It's already partway through the basin, but we got this low pressure off to the east. That's going to be driving those storms that we saw on the radar, but it's going to push off to the east, not really going to affect us for too much longer, and it's actually going to allow this high pressure to build up east of the Rocky Mountains. Now, this high pressure spinning clockwise, going to push that cold front to the south, going to actually aid it in making its way through the basin, and we're going to start to see those temperatures drop off for this afternoon and into tomorrow morning. But after that cold front makes its way through, we're going to see those conditions stick around. We're going to see very clear conditions, a whole lot of blue skies ahead, and that high pressure just going to sit around, going to build, allowing for the temperatures to stay pretty much the same, actually a little bit cooler for tomorrow. Now for today, 63 again going to be the high, and after those clouds move out, we're going to have some pretty blue skies. Again, wind speeds about 10 miles per hour, and after the sun goes down, it'll lead to a pretty cool night as well. Pretty clear, pretty cool, pretty mild as far as wind speeds go as well. So it's going to be a pretty nice day transitioning to a very nice night. Now across the West Texas area, we're not going to see a huge range of temperatures, nothing like we've seen before, but we're still going to see the northern basin jump up into the low 60s, the central basin being a little bit warmer than that into the upper 60s, and some of the Trans-Pecos still seeing temperatures in the 70s for today. Now the mountain's going to range from about 59 there in Pine Springs to 76 in Presidio. Hasn't quite seen that cool down just yet, but of course we've got tomorrow is Texas Independence Day, looking like it's going to be another nice day. A little bit cloudier than we are today, also a little bit cooler, but check out those lows in the 30s on either side of tomorrow. It's going to be pretty chilly in the morning, but it's going to warm up to a pretty nice high temperature in the 60s, and then we'll see a little bit of cloud activity rolling in for the weekend.
So is this your first time in Texas for the holiday tomorrow?
Most likely.
Yeah?
Yes.
So obviously we have to show him how it's done, people.
Yeah, show me how it's done, people. I think that's a good idea. What is the normal celebration?
Oh my gosh, can we get you a cowboy hat?
Yes.
We should totally do that.
I am fine with a cowboy hat. I'm more than fine with a cowboy hat.
Or a bolo tie.
I'm trying to contain my excitement about the bolo tie and the cowboy hat.
You guys will definitely want to tune in tomorrow for this because it's happening. Yeah.